The Kalashnikov group of companies has started selling a new traumatic pistol created on the basis of the Makarov pistol by the defender of the Fatherland Day, Kalashnikov announced. The weapon was created on the basis of the Makarov pistol, known for its reliability. As specified, RM Pro has the ability to install optional sighting devices. Seats for them are made according to the Glock standard. The weight of the pistol is 750 grams. The length is 166 millimeters. It's important to look into the very gun that it is based upon, no other than the Makarov PM. A history course. The Red Army fought the Great Patriotic War of 1941-45 with both the semi-auto Tokarev TT pistols and the obsolete Nagant M1895 revolvers. Despite the fact that more potent pistols were designed just before and during the war, the TT remained the mainstream weapon. Wartime experience, which included a close and sometimes very personal familiarity with German pistols, resulted in a major change of thinking about the role and necessary features of a military pistol for the Soviet Army. Tokarev pistols, despite being relatively simple and powerful, showed significant deficiencies, some of them quite serious, such as the lack of positive safety. So almost immediately after the war, the GAU issued a new set of requirements for a military and police pistol. These requirements asked for a compact, double-action pistol of the Walter PP type. New pistols were to be submitted in 3 calibers. Apparently, this round was inspired by the German 9x18 Ultra, which was designed in the mid-1930s to provide acceptable maximum power in simple, pocket-sized blowback pistols. The 9x18 Soviet has bullet diameter of 9.2 millimeters, while most Western 9mm rounds have a bullet diameter of 9.02 millimeters. Note that use of 9x18 Ultra police ammunition in any Makarov pistol is unsafe. Also, while the Soviet Army was ahead of many others in the request for a double-action pistol, it regressed somewhat in adopting an only marginally powerful round in a weapon that in essence was a pocket-type pistol. At the same period of time, many other armies looking for an increase in power started to change their weak 7.65x17 Browning, 9x17 Browning, or 7.65x20 long pistols to the more potent 9x19 Luger Parabellum NATO weapons. The explanation for this fact, however, is rather simple. While most Western countries relied on full-power rifles, bolt-action or semi-auto, and sub-mash guns as a primary individual armament for the infantry, the new Soviet concept had no place for sub-mash guns, as the only primary arm of the infantry was the newly developed assault rifle. Most Western pistols were required to fire 9mm NATO ammunition, just to have commonality in ammunition with the standard-issue sub-mash guns. Soviet designers had no such requirements, and by the late 40s, 9x18 looked as if it was good enough for a military pistol. The trial stage. Trials for new pistols started in 1947. Many designs were submitted and tested, such as pistols by Baryshev, Rakov, Voevodin, Simonov, and Makarov. Some designs were submitted in only one of the desired calibers, some, such as the Makarov design, in 2, and a few in all 3. In 1948, the trials resulted in a selection of the Makarov pistol in 9x18 as a next military sidearm for Soviet armed forces. However, it took 3 more years to refine its design before it was officially adopted in 1951 as the 9mm Pistolet Makarova, or PM in short. The following decade saw the gradual evolution of Makarov pistols, in continuing attempts to produce new pistols with fewer rejects and at lower cost. Most efforts concentrated on production technologies, and by the 80s, many parts which were initially made with machining and hand fitting became precision castings that required minimal, if any, fitting. The early 60s also saw attempts to make PM pistols lighter by the introduction of an aluminum-titanium alloy or polymer frames. The lightweight alloy frames turned to be excessively expensive, but polymer-framed pistol, developed in Tula as TKB-023, has passed most of the trials with flying colors. Despite that fact, it was rejected by the military on the grounds of unknown stability of the polymer frame during the long-term, 10 to 20 years, storage and use. Last few decades of 20th century. During the last decades of 20th century, there were numerous attempts to improve some of the deficiencies of PM, most specifically its relatively low stopping power and lethality and low bank capacity. First, an improved version of the cartridge, with lighter bullet and hotter powder charge, was developed as 9x18 PMM. This cartridge developed muzzle velocity of 430 meters per second as compared to 315 meters per second of original 9x18 ammo. A large capacity version of the PM was developed along with the new ammo, which included a slight grip frame redesign to accommodate thicker mag. Grip panels also were improved. The PMM was offered for both military and law enforcement buyers, and eventually at least few were ordered by Russian police forces, although in standard 9x18 chambering. The 9x18 PMM ammunition was not issued on any significant scale due to the danger of loading the new ammunition into the old guns, which may result in damage to the old and worn-out guns. Instead, Russian Army finally went for a new, more promising pistol developed at the same state-owned Izhevsk mechanical plant, the Yarygin PYA. The Makarov PM. The Makarov PM is a simple and sound design, which is considered to be one of the best compact self-defense pistols of its time. While not extremely accurate and lethal at ranges beyond 15 to 20 meters, it is still a formidable and reliable self-defense weapon. Several versions of the PM were developed for export market and domestic security use, including IZH-70 and IZH-71 pistols in 9x17mm Browning short, 380 ACP, available in both standard and high-capacity variations, as well as Baikal 442, a commercial PM in 9x18mm, also available in standard and high-capacity versions with fixed or adjustable sights. The Makarov PM is a blowback-operated, double-action pistol of all-steel construction. Manual safety is located on the left side of the slide, and when engaged, safely brings hammer down from cocked position, and then locks the hammer, sear, and slide. External hammer can be cocked manually for the accurate first shot in single-action mode, or can be cocked automatically by the longer and heavier trigger pull in double-action mode. All-steel mag holds 8 rounds, 12 rounds for PMM pistols, and when last shot is fired, slide remains in the open position thanks to the slide stop. To disengage slide stop, one must pull the lever on the left side of the frame down. Mag catch is located at the bottom of the grip, but some export versions of Baikal 442 are available with button mag release at the base of the trigger guard. PM is fitted with fixed open sights as a standard, with click-adjustable open sights available as an option on export models. Parting words. We hope through understanding the great popularity of the Makarov PM, you're able to understand the great buzz behind Kalashnikov's latest PM Pro 9. The Makarov PM owed many of its design features to the Walter PP PPK. It has a fixed barrel and disassembles in the same manner. However, as is typical in Russian pistols vis-a-vis German pistols, it is simplified with fewer parts. Also, operation of the decocker is counterintuitive to anyone trained on the PP PPK. With the PP or PPK, when the cocking lever is in the down position, it drops the hammer and prevents firing. With the PM, this is reversed. When the decocking lever is in the down position, the pistol may be fired with a DA trigger pull, or the hammer may be cocked for a single action shot. In the up position, the hammer will be dropped from the cocked position and the action will be locked. Russian contacts have often said they are trained to either carry the pistol with the decocking lever up, locking the action, then to flip it down as with a safety to fire the pistol, or to carry the pistol with the lever down in an empty chamber, then rack the slide to bring the pistol into action. All in all, we'll say if the Makarov pistol interests you, you must consider getting your hands on this latest PM Pro 9, as it seems to be a slightly less lethal version of the spectacular original gun at a price point of about $600. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you another time.